I'm 38 weeks pregnant. We are almost there, almost to the week countdown as we get ready for our little boy August to be born. Hi everyone, my name is Allie. Thanks for stopping by my channel today. I thought I would sit down and share with you me and baby boy's 38-week pregnancy update. I'm in a little bit of a different setting today. I was going to sit down upstairs and film my update, and I can't get the switch on our AC to turn off, and so our AC unit is too loud to be able to film up there. And so this is my filming area for today. And if you hear little boys in the background, they're having resting time, but they're also on the deck playing, so you might hear them off and on. So with each of my updates, I usually go over baby stats, mommy stats, and how the week has been and upcoming appointments. So let's begin with baby stats. I'm 38 weeks pregnant. It says baby is about the length of a leek, I think, which it says 19.5 inches long. I'm trying to think. I mean, I guess that's a pretty big leek, but wait, I'm thinking of a green onion on it. Yeah, so a leek is long, but it says he's around 19.5 inches long and usually weighs around 6.8 pounds. I have a suspicion he's probably a good amount heavier, but we'll see when he's born. And it says that he's starting to be able to grasp things. So I said soon when he's born, he'll be grasping your little fingers. So that's exciting that he is gaining all these different new things he's able to do. And I can definitely feel him moving around in there. This week he has definitely been a little bit more active actually, which has been really nice. He's been really chill and just kind of like calm the past couple of weeks, which worries me off and on because I'll do kick counts and I'll check on him. But he's just like a calmer baby out of my other kids. And so he's been a little bit more active this week, which has been nice. It's been a little bit more reassuring. So this past week, I think it was like last Thursday or Friday, I was sitting in bed and all of a sudden I started having like Braxton Hicks kind of feeling, and then I felt like he like shifted, and then all of a sudden like it was a mixture of a contraction and like a really bad, almost like a Charlie horse cramp, and he like moved down and he felt like he was like sideways, but he was head down, but I could feel his whole like body this way, and I was like, I hope he didn't turn like with his head that way. And then since then, when I've had Braxton Hicks and contractions, my back has hurt more. So I mentioned it to the midwives and she said, yep, definitely, you know, be on the ball, get on your all fours and stretch and really make sure he's in a good position. So, mommy stats. I weighed myself today at my midwife's and I am 170 pounds, which means I have gained 40 pounds this pregnancy, which I gain close to that with every pregnancy, and I wouldn't be surprised, especially if he is a big boy, that will contribute to the weight gain, but midwives aren't worried about. They said everything's fine. They measured me. I'm measuring right on at 38 weeks, and I am 38 weeks and 2 days today. And so everything's looking good that way. Like I said before, that he is to the side a little bit, but not in a bad position. But she said definitely make sure, you know, go on all fours, go on the ball. He stays put and stays in a good position for birth. Symptoms. This week, the only symptoms that have really changed or kind of stood out more has been my heartburn. Every night, like without fail, I wake up in the middle of the night having to take a Tums and having heartburn off and on during the day, which is funny because he's so much lower, and I always think like, oh, when they drop, your heartburn goes away, but apparently you can still get a lot of heartburn even after they drop. And so definitely a lot of that, and a lot of Braxton Hicks and actual contractions this past week. When I mentioned about him turning to the side just a little bit more, since then, I have had a lot more like contractions. After he moved a little bit, I started having the past like couple of nights, I've been having a lot more like back pain, lower back pain, which made me wonder on his position, and also having actual like contractions. Nothing that are like consistent or I can time really well, but just definitely having several each day, which is a good sign, means baby's getting ready. And I was mentioning it to the midwife and she's like, yep, well usually once they get into that position, that's the signal for your body to be like, okay, let's start getting ready for labor. Other symptoms kind of go along with what happened this past week. And so I'll kind of lump this all together, but itchiness. That's all I can say, is just a lot of itching. And that will now lead on to what happened this past week. And so appointment wise, I have my midwife appointment next week for my 39-week midwife appointment. I will have my second iron infusion tomorrow, which I had my other one last week. Everything went good. And so they want me to go 3 more times or until baby's born. And so I've got a bit more iron I need to get in me. But along with that, this past week, I had my iron infusion done on Wednesday. And on Thursday, I felt like itchy off and on, but I was thinking like, well, I got a haircut. I was like, maybe just, I'll just change my shirt and stuff like that. And I still felt itchy, and I was like, that's kind of odd. And then the next day, I realized I was at the table after breakfast, and I was sitting there like scratching my arm really bad. And all of a sudden I stopped, and I was like, why am I itching my arm? And then I realized, I'm like, I feel really itchy over here. And then I realized my back felt itchy, and my legs felt itchy. And I was like, huh. And so the first thing I thought of was, I had an iron infusion. Is this like a reaction to it? And so I waited a little bit. I was talking to my husband. I was like, do I call the midwives? I'm like, I feel really itchy. And so I went ahead and called them, and they wanted me to come in for blood work. And they said because either it could be from the iron, or it can be a thing called, it's pregnancy cholestasis or cholestasis. I can never pronounce it right. But basically it's a problem with your liver that usually all that affects the mom is just really bad itching with no rash, which I had no rash. But it's very dangerous for the baby, especially after 37 weeks, which I was almost 38 weeks at this point. And they wanted to rule that out and make sure that wasn't that, because a lot of times if you do have it, they need to induce you right away. And so that was a little scary. So I went in, got blood work done. I got the first result back and it was okay. Everything was fine, but I'm still waiting for the more like important result. So I don't have the results for that yet. But that was interesting because then I had this really bad itching all day long. And there's like, well, there's certain things, you can do and drink and stuff like that to help. And then the next couple days, it kind of went away. And then like it kind of came back a little bit. And so basically, to make a long story short, if the results come back, which I should get them tomorrow, and say everything's perfectly fine, then we're having a suspicion it's the iron doing it. But if it doesn't come back and it comes back positive and not good, we'll have to go from there. But that was definitely something interesting that went on this week, was trying to figure out, is it the iron? Is it this dangerous pregnancy condition? What do we do? And I've been such a blessing just having so many brothers and sisters in Christ and family praying for me and encouraging me, and knowing that baby's in God's hands and I don't need to worry. It was definitely kind of something that was like, oh, it could be something different. And so we're still waiting on the results for that. But if it is the iron, basically the plan is I'll have my iron again tomorrow. If I have another reaction to it, then I'm just done taking iron.
Can I have it?
Okay, and then I'll fill it up for
Mommy,
you.
what do you want to do? It has water inside.
It squirts. So sorry if this pregnancy update is kind of all over the place. I have a different setting I have for filming it because of the AC unit upstairs, and I feel like it was kind of all over the place. But basically a general synopsis of my 38-week pregnancy is that me and baby are doing good. We're very thankful for that, and waiting for the rest of the test results to come back. But otherwise, me and baby are doing good. We're getting closer and closer to the final week countdown, which seems crazy. And he's measuring good, good heartbeat. Mama's doing good. And so we're just very thankful and very blessed that everything's been going good so far. And excited as we get closer to meeting our little August Theodore soon. And I'm debating, I'm going back and forth on this idea, but I might do like countdown to baby vlogs maybe, of like the week leading up to my due date. And then we'll see after that. I go really late, you never know. But we shall see how that goes. And so I'm contemplating that, but otherwise everything has been going good. Thanks again for stopping by my channel today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below if you'd like to join me and my family as we get ready to welcome baby number 4 in a very short amount of time. And so thanks again for stopping by, and I'll see you next week. Just chasing it?
Yeah.
I'm filling my little boy's backpack with his chase.
My chase.
Alright, you want it on?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you gonna go outside your chase?
Yeah.
Good job.